All right. All right.
Hey, everybody. It's Linda G and Danny.
Hey, guys. Hey, thank you, Linda.
Thank you for coming on. And if you'll notice, no curlers today.
And no bathrobe, but you do look really comfortable, and that's the important thing.
I am comfortable. Thank you so much. Dogs fed. They got their balls to play with.
Awesome.
I mean, they're squeaky balls, not their balls.
Well, never mind.
We were kind of chit-chatting before. I want to ask you guys something before we begin formally. There was a very fair-haired psychic reader who used to read out of her car, kind of a sweet energy. Then she would read out of her backyard. And I remember the noise was loud because there's a lot of bugs and stuff so I don't know where she lived. Do any of you guys, because Danny couldn't remember, any of you guys remember her name? Because she's gone. She's not on YouTube anymore. She was sort of slimming out, and then she got kind of sickly looking. She got so thin, which tends to be my problem. But anyway, so yeah, if you guys could, write in the comments, hey, I remember her. She was such and such.
How long ago was she on?
She was on when I first started. She was on. I used to watch her all the time. I subscribed to her, I thought, but I couldn't find her in the subscriptions either.
Yeah.
So, all right. So since we're doing Ridden's house closing arguments, which I thought the defense is doing a good job. And people have asked me, and I kept seeing two. I don't know if they'll come into where you're going to have some people say, oh, he's not guilty. And some people say he's guilty. What is it where they can't make up their mind?
A hung jury?
I'm wondering if it's a hung jury, because I saw two. I wouldn't doubt if it goes to another trial with a different judge. This judge's life is forever changed, by the way.
Yeah. Yeah.
I noticed today he's a little calmer. I think he got a talking to.
Yeah, I dropped a card. Hang on.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah.
And I'll also, this Rittenhouse, no matter what happens, his life is forever changed.
Oh my gosh.
And apparently he was there crying and telling everybody he was there because he was an EMT. He lied. He wasn't an EMT.
Yeah, that's what you want, right? When you call 911, you want an EMT showing up with an assault rifle. You're not sick enough. Let me make you sick enough.
So let's just do a quick look-see with closing arguments. If we get a real definite feel on this. Rittenhouse, what's the outcome? Rittenhouse, what's the outcome? Thank you guys for all your questions, by the way.
Yes, they were good.
Good question.
Wow. Wow.
Well, this is interesting.
Yeah. Did he get paid, do you think, to go there?
No, but he's getting paid. His expenses are being paid for by the right wing.
That's it then.
Because he killed people they wanted dead. He's got the death card. So no matter what happens, he'll never be the same.
Right. Yeah.
Again, I'm showing, the chariot, yin and yang. The justice is not able to quite come up with an answer. He might have another trial with a female judge.
Yeah, I think so. So what I got the devil right off the bat. And then the money exchanging hands. So this is telling me the right wing, the Trumpies,
the power, whatever you call them.
Yep, helping them. Yeah,
they helped them out.
Helping them out. And in this deck, this 10 of Swords, he's walking away though. So the swords aren't in his back. He's kind of walking away. But then I've got some good news. This is like a Fred Flintstone card that's just gonna boom. And then I've got the restriction, the jail card.
Okay.
So I'm thinking that he's gonna kind of walk away from this trial.
Right.
But then something else is coming up.
They might come into unable to make a decision because there's going to be real strong believers that it was not self-defense. And you could have one or two saying it is.
Right.
He's not going to get off, though.
No.
I'm not seeing him get off. I'm seeing, though, it's difficult to get there. It might even be a light enough sentence that people are real upset because let's say he's found guilty and the judge gives him probation or something. Do you see what I'm saying?
Right.
Or the judge barely taps him with a year with time served or 2 years. Something's going to happen. It's not cut. It's not clean cut.
Right. And when I think about this, I just sense that there's a couple of people in the jury pool that are going to be going, no, because of the judge's instructions that they're going to give the jury, it's going to make it real muddy for the jurors to come up with a real clear decision.
Okay.
So that's what I'm getting.
But that judge is going to be in trouble. Mark my words.
Yeah.
Not like trouble where he'll go to jail, but where he might be removed.
Mm-hmm.
They're already talking about the prosecutors are already talking about bringing them up on some stuff.
Right.
They've already discussed it amongst themselves.
Yeah.
So, by the way, I saw that Bannon showing up all smirky face. Showing up, and now they were talking about, he'll go in, he'll plead not guilty, and then by the time they do a trial and stuff, it'll be a good year. And they want this report, but they have enough on him, I think, based on they have so much paperwork that's about ready to go in their hands. They don't really need these idiots.
Right.
But I'm telling you, let's take a look. What's the outcome for Bannon?
He is such a, he's so slimy, and he never really puts himself like in the crosshairs. He's kind of like Trump, so he's always a step removed from.
He was the outside, looking at.
Right. And what was the thing he said right before he went in? He had some kind of code thing. It was like a promo for his podcast. And I meant to write it down and I couldn't.
What do you mean before he went in where?
To turn himself in.
Oh.
He said some kind of stand ready, keep the fire. I don't know.
Oh, he's hoping a crowd comes out and fights for him like they did for Trump. Nobody will do that. Oh, he's got the tower.
Oh.
He's got the tower. Justice will be served with him. Down the road here, he may take an offer and decide to squeal.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then they're going to do that guy next, Meadows.
Oh, yeah.
They're going to do him next.
Yeah. So with Bannon, I got him. He's always thinking, he's always planning, but then here's the 10 of swords again,
there you go.
Stuck in the ground. So he feels the pain. He's got the moon card. This is what I was talking about. He's always like, there's always this underlying darkness about him. However, the final card is the 5 of Cups. He's crying. So there's going to be some loss with him. I don't see any jail cards right here, but
he's going to be disappointed. I think he's going to lose his grip. Trump is going. I don't know if he's going out of the country or I don't think he's going to jail, but I think that he put all his eggs in one basket. And now that Trump's gone, nobody's listening to him anymore.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just getting less and less and less. And And with the anti-vaxxers for entertainment only, I mean, they're losing more and more people.
I know. Did you hear? Is it New Mexico's numbers have gone through the roof?
You know, it's just so important that as much as we are so tired of COVID's not done yet, and we still need to be really vigilant and just be aware, keep your masks on, wear your masks.
Yeah.
Don't take it for granted like it's all gone. So.
Yeah, Bannon is very worried about doing the dance for Trump. Even though Trump treated him so bad and said what a pig he is and everything, he still kisses Trump's rear.
Yeah. And it's just for money. You know, Bannon's all, you know, for me, what I'm hearing is he's all about the money. So he's just using Trump because he certainly can't do any other podcast that is going to generate the income. And they're just milking these people.
Oh, I know. Well, he got them to pay for the wall that he never planned on giving the money for the wall. And he still goes out there like his shit don't stink.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
and weird. Did you hear how they're going to build the wall now?
How?
Well, they're taking all the containers off these ships because there's so many and they're having a storage problem, I guess. I don't know why they don't, you know, fill them up and send them back. But Texas is taking them all, and Abbott wants to build a container wall. I'm like, can't you use that for housing? Those containers? I mean,
you can. I think you can spruce it up and make it into a house.
Oh yeah, yeah, you can.
Go there? Are you kidding? So that comes to our next question.
Oh boy!
Announced he's running for governor.
Yeah.
What's the chances for Beto?
Beto.
Feel like coming, but I wanna go home.
You know, he and Stacey Abrams are so good for the country. They are so good for the country.
Remember when that shooting happened down in Texas and he was right there?
Right there.
He is quirky though. He's a scorp. A little quirky. Tell me about Beto running for governor. What are the chances of him winning? Yes or no? In your line of mercy, we ask you kind of peace. We ask that you give us the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth. What can I tell everybody about Beto? Will he win? Because I saw him losing before. I was so disappointed.
Yeah.
And then my guides, when they told me he was going to lose this particular race, said, don't worry, he's going to be coming back. So, celebrate good times. Come on. He's going to work his buns off.
Yes, he is.
He's got the 9 of Swords reversed. So although it's stressful, it works out in his favor. 6 of Wands, he wins. Woo. 6 of Wands. A lot of people coming towards him, people that want him to give them peace. Because that guy is not worthy, that Texas guy.
Oh, God.
He's a man of the world. He is going to be beloved. He's going to win. Of course, we'll be reading on this 10,000 times more, but go ahead.
10,000 times more.
Well, it's just the Pegasus behind you. I love Pegasus.
Yeah. This is, oh, come here. There it is.
I love Pegasus.
Yay. I'm going to put him right there. So you got the World card?
I got the World card.
Yay. So here's it. I got the Queen of Pentacles. So he's going to be working. He's going to be getting some money coming in. He's going to be working at getting money. I got the World card too, which is awesome. But the thing where I do have the Four of Pentacles, which is a little restriction on this. So, you know, I'm like, he's going to be working his butt off, as you said, really right here. Yeah. And so right now I'm feeling that he's generating a lot of money. He's that the world right now is kind of going to be focused on this a little bit. When I asked for a clarification if he would win, I got the lamp lit up. So,
oh, awesome. He brings light.
Yeah.
He brings light.
He brings light. And then I said, well, let me pull one more just to make sure. And here he is mixing up the cauldron.
Yeah.
And that cauldron is full of gold and light and shining up. So, and then I got the weight. Justice, yeah, balancing really things out.
Choose between someone who let your family member die from COVID and somebody like him, you're going to go with him.
Right. And it goes back to...
By the time he's in there, COVID isn't as much of an issue. Don't ask me why I'm saying that.
Why are you saying that?
I don't know.
Yeah, and it feels like, you know, people are just, you know, they're so tired of just the negativity in the fear-based process. And when Biden comes in and brings in hope and light again, so it's countering this fear, it's such a breath of fresh air. And that's what Beto brings in. That's what Beto is bringing into Texas.
I just got the flashback of the debate between Biden and Trump. Remember how Trump showed his ass? He was yelling and screaming, and Biden said, would you just shut up, man? I loved it. Would you just shut up, man?
Oh, how many people have been wanting to say that to him?
I know, but he
would you just shut up?
Well, he thought he would knock him out by being Joe Blow. I'm going to tell you right now. And it was a turn off. He blew it.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did.
And I've been still reading that book. I've been reading the book for a time now. I mostly have it on audio and I listen to it. And I'm going to tell you, they, that one that is with those great authors, what's it called? Hold on. Peril.
Yeah.
They were getting into more about Barr. I mean, Barr really did everything he could to help Trump, but he said, sir, I see no signs of falsity, that there's not enough here. We can't. And he was furious at Barr. They'd never seen Trump so mad, saying, you know, you were my friend. How could you do it? He was furious at Pence too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh.
I still think that, you know, when I start reading this, and isn't there another book that just came out? I mean, there's so many books.
I think I did. There's so many. I know. There's so many. I got to get a little gossip book. I think I'm going to get Angelica Houston's book.
Oh, yeah.
With a relationship with, oh my God, that, you know, and I loved him. I know a girl who used to date him. What's that actor's name? She was with him for years.
Oh.
He's gone so long. I'm worried about his health. I heard he's not in very good health. Nicholson.
Is that Jack?
Nicholson.
Oh, yeah.
That was her boyfriend like 17 years. He never hit her or touched her, but some beautiful girl goes by on a bike and says, you want to ride? He'd hop on and leave Angelica on the street.
Ooh.
She waited 17 years hoping they'd get married. And then he announces to her that his other girlfriend is pregnant. And she was so upset, she pummeled him. I mean, she just kept hitting him. And he never lifted a finger because it was almost like he knew he deserved it.
Yeah, yeah.
But a lot of women do this. They're just, some men too.
Yeah.
There's some men that will hold on no matter how cruddy.
It goes both ways.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, if you ever want to see Jack, just watch a Laker game. Doesn't he always go to the Laker games?
Anymore. He's not
really
feeling well. Yeah. I've heard he's got a little bit of memory problems. You know, you can't live that kind of life and be that way and not maybe even, he will he will have to feel everything he did to everybody. Listen, that girl who he had several children with, he was in love with her. And she left him. She had a couple of kids by him. And he was even crying about her on stage at the Lifetime Achievement Award, talking about her. And so he was very, very vulnerable. And I thought, he knows what it feels like.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
It comes around.
So, is there something you want to discuss that I haven't mentioned yet?
Well, let's look real quick, and because I know you've read on this, I've read on this, but I'm just looking at the question, and we were talking about Biden, and the approval rating is his 40%. Approval rating keeps going down. I never see it staying down there. I see it. It's just a fluctuation, a real short intermediary thing. But let's just throw a couple of cards and see what we get, because I think that it's as soon as people start realizing what he has done for the country with his infrastructure plan, they're just going to go, yeah, we're fighting for the wrong thing. He's helping us.
Well, let me tell you something, and I'll repeat this for those of you who've been watching me. Before we even knew it was Biden, I saw a gray-haired man, and I predicted a dark-haired woman. I felt like she would be of a different nationality, and I felt like he would be known as the greatest president ever, along with FDR. That's when FDR started to visit me, and he told me Biden was going to do the New Deal. And I wasn't quite sure, but if you look at the stuff he's doing, but he really wants us to build ourselves from the ground up. And it's all going to work, by the way.
Yeah.
It's all going to work.
Right.
But I think at the end of the day, he will be beloved. I really do. Mm-hmm. I feel like he'll be beloved. And people will say, you know what, by God, you did this. But, gas prices going up and all this stuff, it's not going to last, you guys. I can tell you right now. Mm-hmm. After Christmas, I see things settling out because they're going to get a lot of those ships done too.
Right. And the thing that you said that really struck me was that FDR said that we need to build back. So we need to get out there and put in the work. We just can't go, hey, Joe, come on, man.
Yeah, figure it out.
No, yeah. We've got to be behind them, support that cause, those candidates in whatever way we can.
I mean, when FDR did the what did he call them? The something of America, where he got people to work and they did the roads and they did the parks. And then what happened was they got their money, $5 or whatever, but most of it went to their family and they got to keep a little bit of it. And then what happened is World War II starts. So guess what? These guys are ready to take it on.
Right.
So I think that Biden will definitely keep things in place. I just saw an explosion. Hold on. Where's this at? I just saw an explosion with interrupting this program kind of energy.
Oh.
It doesn't feel like this country. It might be in Europe. Some terrorist action with an explosion. I just saw a good number of people killed. I don't know why, but okay. Got that here.
I'm getting chills.
I know. I get that every once in a while. My guides are really here today. I'm going to tell you right now. They're sending a lot of love and peace to everyone. And they're doing this. They always do this to us. They always go, get out of that fear.
Yeah.
Relax and wait for it.
Yeah.
Even though it looks so bad and you're thinking, oh my God, and they gerrymandered and everything. I just feel like it's going to be okay.
Yeah. Yeah. And, we were talking before about the fear. When we fall into fear, that's what Mr. Pumpkinhead ran on, instilling fear in everything. So if you want him to win, stay in fear. If you want him to lose, get out of that fear base. And as you said, just wait, let's see what kind of energy drops and how it shakes up. When people go,
this man is so into himself, he doesn't listen.
Yeah.
They tried to tell him, sir, people are getting tired of you with your constant growling and cutting everybody down, and people are dying, sir. People are dying. And did you hear just this morning they announced that the CDC some woman tried to warn everybody this could be a real killer, and they shut him down.
Right.
Because by God, you're not going to say what he doesn't want to hear.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's okay. He killed initially 500,000 people. We probably could have nipped this in the butt, but he is his own worst enemy.
Yeah.
Even Barr said, sir, you better calm down because people are getting tired of, and he wouldn't listen.
He wouldn't.
The only time he listens was to that Kate, what's her name? The one that helped him when the grab him by the personal came out.
Oh.
Is her name Kaylee? Or anyway, that's the only time he listened. He actually followed her instructions to the T. But as soon as he got his feet wet and he was president, he just didn't care. Okay, yeah. So what was the question again? Sorry.
The question is Biden's numbers going to come up? Oh. Are they're dipping now and they're low. Are they going to stay down, or are they going to be coming up?
Don't you love how those Republicans voted for that bill? They're all going to be there when he signs today, by the way.
Oh, they are?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Biden invited all the Republicans, and now they're getting death threats, of course.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because that's all these people can do. That's their language. Threaten to kill you, because that's the way you talk to people.
Yeah. Yeah.
I guess they don't think Democrats have guns either. I don't understand what the hell they're thinking. I was raised with guns. I know how to use a gun.
Yeah.
Don't come knocking at my door. Okay, so here we go.
And the thing is, you know that if you make a threat, well, supposedly the FBI is looking at you right now if you make a death threat to a congressman. I don't know about Gosar. Why isn't he being yanked off the
floor? That man is, I'm going to tell you, I had a psychic flash that he's been taken away. I think there's something wrong with him physically. And I felt like the news saying Paul Gosar has been admitted, blah, blah, blah.
His family thinks he's nuts.
Yeah. Something got lost there.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. I already pulled, so let me just show you what I got. Here's where we are now with the sadness. His numbers are down. Oh, no. Don't worry, because
they're going to come back up.
He's riding in as a winner. It's a very, with the 10 of Wands, it's a burden. It's not going to be just like magic. Joe's going to have to work at this. But look how his wands are attached, not like the other in the Rider-Waite where they're all kind of flopping all over the place. It's a really
10 of Wands and 8 of Wands are usually about getting your things sorted and moving in the right direction.
Yeah, but his wands are really sorted in this deck, so he knows what he's doing. And I got the Ace of Pentacles. So
I'll be honest with you, I don't even think he knows if he's going to run for a second term. But I know he's not worried about, I see people talking to him. He worries about people not liking what he's doing, but he's not worried about a popularity contest.
No. And there was a question in here that was asking, hey, will he run for a second term? And I kind of got the same hit that you just did here. But what is going to be in the second term are his policies that he's setting up right now. I feel that's going to continue. It may not be with him. It may be with him, but his policies certainly are going to keep going forward that he's setting up.
Right. Well, I see people excited about just like when he won and said $2,000 in shots in the arms, that helped him win.
Right.
And I'm going to tell you, I feel like they've got something else that's coming up.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, we're supposed to get some more checks in California. I think California's sending out checks.
They are?
I think that's what I read. And I'm like, I didn't know that, but I don't know.
It checks in the mail.
Yeah,
he's got the Ace of Cups, so people are, and he's got the Nine of Pentacles, which means he's got the Bird of Paradise on his shoulder, and he will be looked at quite fondly. But check this out. This is interesting. We've got the Tower as the outcome. So what I'm thinking is the Tower is something unexpected, something we didn't plan on, explosion. Right. I'm wondering if there's something that happens within the United States, something unexpected, maybe a natural disaster, maybe a good size earthquake, something's going to happen. And I felt in Europe some terrorist action, but this to me is a natural phenomenon.
Yeah.
I feel like he will come to the plate and really help. And people are like very grateful to him for doing that.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. I felt that too.
He's not throwing paper towels at him.
Right. Oh my God. Oh my God. That's our president.
Wasn't it just like a nightmare that we'd see these things, these bits that he would do? And it was just
so embarrassing.
He was talking about injecting antiseptic in the body or putting the light up their ass. It was like a bad dream. Even that lady, Deborah Burks, she had to look down because she was like, whoa, this has got to be.
You know, and I know that she should have stood up more. But the toxicity of that administration, number one, I don't want to go into that energy to even try to feel it.
No.
But with all these books coming out, how horrible that place was.
Oh, so my God. And they gave such, it wasn't just Trump, it was his minions around him.
Yeah.
The CDC couldn't breathe without permission.
Right.
You do not release anything. You do not do anything.
Right. And all his Stepford kids that he's got, that when their wrath gets going, that is an ugly place to be around.
Right.
They're all entitled. They all want their way. Ooh. All right. So do we have a question?
Yeah. Did we already talk about Rittenhouse? We did, huh?
Yeah.
What about that Ahmed trial where this guy is complaining? Now he's complaining about Reverend Jesse Jackson being there.
Oh, that's Ahmaud Arbery.
Yeah. What's the outcome on that trial?
Yeah. What's the outcome?
Complaining about the Reverend Jesse Jackson there. Why is he here? Why does he have to be here?
Yeah.
Why do you have to be here?
Why do you have to comment?
Tell me what. You complained about the Reverend Al Sharpton. Ahmaud Arbery. Will there be justice for Ahmaud Arbery? Will these three men that killed him?
Oh my gosh.
Let's see if it's very direct. Those guys didn't even have to go to jail. They went home.
Yeah.
They even had they had some sheriff life for them. Presented it as it was one thing. And it wasn't until they got the feds involved that they said, wait a second, this was no, what do you call what Kyle Rittenhouse is using?
Self-defense.
It's not self-defense.
Right.
And then that guy taped it all too. Justice will be served, according to my cards.
Yay. Yay.
Two of them more so than another one. So two of them get a good hit.
Yeah.
What'd you get?
Yeah. Well, I got the sadness, and my take was that I don't think that they're gonna. I think something's gonna. I think it's gonna be a second. No. Sadness, I'm just rereading this. Sadness, the light's coming out, and look at that single sword. So that's truth. They're going to be in prison and crying with the 9 of Swords.
Yep, that's prison.
There is the Ace of Pentacles, something new, a new start with the Queen of Pentacles. So it feels like someone's going to be getting a lot of money from this trial, and maybe it's the family.
Oh, did they already get money though?
They might have. Yeah, I think they did. But that card is not good for these guys.
Okay.
The nine of Swords.
So ask your guides, and I'll ask my guides. Is the United States of America heading for civil unrest? I'm feeling like a lot of the people that are talking trash are bullies.
Right, but they're bullies with guns.
Yeah, but like I said, what makes you think that the other side doesn't have guns?
Right.
The other thing is they would be working against the professionals. The professionals would come in. You know, you can't have a civil war, not like before, man against man. The only way you could tell the difference was the color of their suit.
Right.
But not with jets and tanks and I don't, you know, that it's not going to happen.
Right.
So
I don't think the Civil War is going to happen. The civil unrest, I think, is going to keep going on. But when I was thinking about this, it feels, and again, it feels like there is something big that's going to come that's going to bring us together in a way. I don't see us like, you know, arm in arm, kumbaya-ish, but it's still going to bring us together in some way so that we're not totally fighting each other.
We're definitely going to be brother with sister and sister with, this is definitely coming back to the good old days, sitting on our horse but until then, Trump caused a lot of heartache.
Yeah.
I think, and you can tell me because you were the one that predicted the correct outcome for what was his name again? How soon I forget about him.
Yeah, the Youngkin.
You thought he might win, but you know, now after the fact, I find out that the guy that was running against him, he announced that on the debate that parents shouldn't have a say in what children learn at school. And that was the kiss of death. But what I see is some justice has to be served. So I'm almost feeling like, I don't know if it's these trials, something's going to happen where I see mass protest. Enough where it kind of, you know, it's not going to be with destruction. So, but I see people going like I did when Trump lost. I saw them dancing in the streets.
Right.
I see people coming out saying enough. It might even be a decision from the Supreme Court.
Oh.
But I see mass protest.
Oh, yeah.
Enough to kind of make people wake up. But it's not about killing people. It's about the masses get together.
Right.
So.
Right. And that's what my cards are saying.
Okay.
The darkness, the moon, the shadow. I mean, we don't see any colors. It's just black and white, which it shouldn't be. There's a blend, you know, when we get to stop hating our brothers and sisters who are Republicans, because all they want to, it feels to me like all they want to do is to see how much I can take before I'll like, right? It's like, just cool it a little bit.
It's not about doing anything for anybody except, no, you don't need to charge more taxes, but let's give a break to the rich.
Yeah, right.
They're not speaking the language of the regular man on the street.
No.
So somebody's going to have to. Now, there are a few out there. Look at the ones that decided to vote on this bill anyway.
And they're willing
to take that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's starting to change. I'm getting it is going to be a really wild ride, We have a new journey ahead with the Fool. When you brought out all your people coming out, look at that card. All the people cheering at the rainbow, at the cup, at a new beginning, and we have movement. So there is going to be something that's going to happen, and this card just really speaks volumes to me.
Right.
Just a lot of people on the street
saying enough.
And it's going to be a little wild ride too. So, I don't think that we should be getting caught up so much in, oh, this is crazy, this is awful. Just step back, let things develop as they develop. And if you are one of those people out on the street, marching and stuff, be careful out there.
Right. And someone just said to me, in my mind, someone said, Kyle Rittenhouse has to be punished because you don't want to give carte blanche to anybody who, if he's not punished, to decide to show up with a gun.
Yeah.
And say, well, Kyle did it. Why can't I?
Why can't I?
Yeah.
And that's the same thing with the 1-6 commission,
right? Where
Bannon, because now they're going, oh, well, Bannon didn't get away with it. Let's see how that plays out.
Right, but they're saying he can make this thing that he won't testify for them, which is okay, because let me tell you, that paperwork coming to that, they got everything they need right there.
Yeah. And I think Bannon may not be the example, but Mark Meadows, I think he will be the example.
There you go.
You cannot. He was a congressman.
Yeah.
No, I'm not going to even show up. What?
Yeah. Not even give a reason why. Yeah. Didn't even claim for executive privilege. Just did a no-show.
Yeah.
He's going to get hit. They're all going to get hit.
Oh, yeah.
This paperwork that's coming in. I'm telling you, they're already getting some people yapping that nobody knows about yet.
Mm-hmm.
They're getting their information. I think even Liz Cheney mentioned that.
Yeah.
That they got a lot of people in there talking. This is what's going on. So
yeah. I know. And Liz Cheney, the woman I love to hate, because I don't agree with her policies at all.
Boy, she stood up when the standing up needed to be done.
Yeah.
And that other guy too. I want to send him a nice letter. The other guy that's not going to run again because it's just too much hassle.
Too much. Yeah.
So.
But there's going to be enough people that are, because we're losing a lot, there's still going to be enough people coming in that want to do this work and that'll go, no, I'm standing up for what's right. And they'll do it. They'll do the work. Even though we're losing people because of the craziness, we're going to get other people in there.
Right. Well, listen, Liz Cheney is making money hand over foot.
Yeah, and she's not quitting.
She's got no reason to worry.
Yeah.
Well, my friend, I hate to have to go, but I've got 11 o'clock.
No.
I've got an 11 o'clock with Mel our Monday.
Awesome. Well, don't read any of the questions we read on.
No, Mel has his own questions.
Oh, he does?
Awesome. I'm on his show today.
Oh, okay.
We switched off. And remember, I told you, if you would like to have me on your show.
I do.
I'd be happy to do it.
So next week, I'm going to look at my calendar and we'll set something up. And
sounds good.
You'll come on. And anyway, have a great show with Mel.
Thank you.
I love that guy. He is so awesome. And yeah. All right. So okay. Thank you, Linda.
We call each other girlfriend. All right, sweetheart. I love you.
Okay. Love you too. Bye-bye.
Cheers. I've got